Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Once again, it is time for my client Gustav's vlog. But a quick reminder, if you guys will please click like down below, it would be greatly appreciated. If you're not subscribed or following, please do so. And if you'll be kind enough to drop me a comment down below, I'd greatly appreciate that. All right, so we got Gustov over here on a 4-day upper lower right now. Again, his goals, so I just want to be clear on this, his goals are not powerlifting, they're not strength, they're purely aesthetic. But we're still rooted in the big four, right? We still squat, we still bench, we still deadlift, we still do weighted pull-ups, okay? We push these lifts. Now, in his case, because he has these goals, his program is going to be a little more split up, and we do, more isolation work and more volume than a lot of my guys might, right? We rarely go under about 5 reps on those big lifts, okay? We rarely go under 5 reps. I try to keep them around 5 or 6, except some of his rep work now on bench. But if we look at his first upper day, very straightforward, right? Very, very straightforward. So we have bench press, then he does pull-ups, then he does incline, tricep extensions, curls, laterals, right? 3 sets of each. Now, if you look at that, the only thing missing, there's not enough back, but we row on his lower days. Right, because he was used to less leg volume, only having 1 leg day. We've gone to 2 leg days. He can only handle so much volume on them, but at least we have the double exposure. But we do take advantage of that to do more rowing so that we continue to work on thickness. And I really like doing that for him because I push his deadlifts a little hard. And I don't want his back so fatigued that he can't deadlift from rowing before. Now, we are running into definitely some fatigue where his back is getting fatigued. He's like, I don't know, I can't really handle the good mornings twice a week. And that's okay. So again, we do run into the volume issues occasionally for him. And people do need to remember this is a drug-free lifter, right, who does a fair amount of training volume. So need a context for that. He does sometimes get fatigued, and he lets me know, hey, certain things are starting to hurt. They're getting uncomfortable, aches or pains. And so then we adjust accordingly. But he trains hard. Right? He trains hard. He does full ranges of motion. He pushes sets really hard, like I ask him. So even watch the curls, because the younger guy cares about his arms. Tell him to do a set of curls, the failure, he really takes it serious, right? There he is. He's like pausing at the bottom and still doing more reps, So he definitely is willing to train hard. He does it consistently, and we've just made nice, good, solid progress. There we go. So then, of course, we finish up with laterals. So every muscle in the upper body got at least 3 sets. All right, his chest got 6. Okay, chest has always been a little bit of a weak link for him. I feel like mid-back, some of it, the thickness is a weak link, so I really do a lot of stuff. That's why we're adding the extra rows in. I want to make sure those traps and stuff grow. All right, his first leg day, and we run out of space here to put everything. I didn't throw any of the calf raises in because it started running a little long. We do back squats. Right, and again, I've been having him work on depth. Now we're good and deep. He was going a little high on the squats, and I've told him, look, we got to get deeper. Just like he's at a newer gym, much better equipped gym. It has a proper leg press. Right, we've got a proper good leg press now. Okay, and since we have that leg press, guess what? He can go deeper on that too. So I'm trying to get him to go deeper and deeper on the leg work. Because he's good at form in general. If you guys notice, he'll train hard, uses pretty good form on everything, relatively clean. He'll use a little body English on the barbell curls, but we all know that's more than permissible because he's training them hard. His biceps are getting all the work. His arms are coming along. All right. So then after that, of course, we do good mornings, leg press, rows, having him do some calf work also. So again, didn't throw the calf work in, but I like to throw the rows in so that we can at least see the form once a week on those, right? And I have some on the second one. I'm like, we don't need this to run 12 minutes. So again, good mornings. We've been pushing the reps pretty hard on this. That's his main hamstring. He does good mornings twice a week, and then we do deadlifts once a week. All right, leg pressing, again, the same thing. We're getting a little more range of motion on this machine than what he had on the other one. I mean, ideally, I'd like him to try to get deeper, but all things considered, we are getting deeper than we were. Happy with that. So again, the only way that he's going to get deeper though with that might be to go to a wider stance. So we may adjust. Then of course he does barbell rows, other stuff. Second upper day is very similar to the first. One of the biggest differences though, I take the incline out, is we're getting plenty of shoulder work, right? And we do need more chest. So after flat bench on the second day, we'll do pull-ups, and then we do dips. Okay, we were doing body weight. Now I've got him going to weighted dips because he's strong on those. So again, nice solid full range of motion, good form, nice quality work sets here. So again, this will help bring his chest up even further. And one of the reasons I do like dips for chest is it's just like decline in that it takes some of the front delt out. People will say stuff like, "Oh, it's a shoulder exercise too." It uses less front delt than a bench, and an incline uses even more. So the lower we go on those angles, the more the ratio shifts from the shoulders to purely chest. So in that case, if your delts have been fatigued a little bit, you can get more with a decline. And people have these weird ideas that decline or dips or whatever don't work the upper part of the pec major. They absolutely do. There's zero reason to think that they don't, biomechanically or EMGs or anything else. This is nonsense. The difference is you do get like more pec minor and a little bit bias towards the upper chest in theory with a barbell incline. But it's because, again, pec minor and front delt get hit harder and stuff too. So over to here we also do press down. So I threw these in mainly because so you guys can see the differences in the 2 days. It's mostly just pressing tight muscles difference. I still have him do curls, barbell curls. I have him do laterals, all that stuff. So then I replaced those laying extensions with rope press down. So he has a little bit of variety through the week. So his 4 days are all slightly different. They're not perfect clones on the upper lower. And then we start with a deadlift on the second one. He just does one top set to about 1 to 0 reps in reserve. And then we repeat all the other stuff, the same movements, the leg press, the good mornings, calf raises, rows, all that. Again, deadlifting, he's been coming along, but notice we don't max out, we just do rep work. But we're up past 3 plates doing nice solid work sets with him, which again, coach is happy with. All right, as a coach, I'm happy with that. That's what I want to see. We're in a good place there. Then, of course, I have some footage into his leg press here at the end, just to show the extra leg work, so you guys can see that. Again, overall, pretty productive week, although he said his back is starting to hurt and get fatigued, so I'm going to need to adjust a little bit with those good mornings. But again, at least we're getting better ranges of motion here on all the leg stuff at the new gym. I've made him start squatting deeper. So pretty happy with that. So I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.